Nakamuni yama panzi Mwana tanjuza uri kesaba Siori siori Tatsubi zanpewo Cheye ya nyachireta Okupa koyo Baby Lokezanga nonjiwa Nebangu bolwali Abakwesunga nabantoko Barekewa Ha Bolwala bante Hanyayunkate Ha Tumuchika banki yokwagala Tekukuma sente Newoli genda kumukanga Vayo buku Father of my babies, you know Lillian's children are my children. Cindy's children are my children. So radio, rest in peace, and thank you so very much for everything that you showed us in music, that you did for us. Ladies, to Denmark, where you put water in the what? In the what? In the mouth. And you do what? You look so pissed off around. As he said face, are you what in the mouth? Pregamba tosidika. Tosidika. You don't. Why don't you keep quiet? Why don't you keep quiet? Let's sing this together, ladies and gentlemen. Come we sing together. Ladies, it's Daniel Yanke. I know it's tons of dance. What's going on? You're not moving. Ladies, Mateo, and your let's go. What? Jagara kawana kawana when you meet someone, yo, Are you ready? Are you? Ha! Ha! Let's go! Nyinji Mumina kukwe mupewe nyinji Bera na munaku What? Biawachala banna Muri stede Nayenga Amazima galinti Ene ndababulira amazima at the end of this song Naye Gold is what? Gold is what? Mbatide. Move with them, move with them, ladies. Move with them. Because you're all sitting down. Naima, I sang alone. I didn't. But why are this also? You should have stand. You should stand on the table. You should stand there. Oh no. DJ, play the song. Let's go, ladies. What? Hey, what? Chakala mukona siri nuwe chiniga. Chakala mukona siri nuwe chiniga. Baby, I'm one of a kind. Never find another for the mess of my mind. Baby, I'm waiting for your feeling. Don't you know I got this? A prize within me. Siri moya yeleka kuela. Ani moana muruji no mukona mukwafu. Arakusumu wale. Queen of the Nile. Give it to me, baby. Mumutima wange kwesitamina. Isitino, baby, now you know. Sekera mulungi wabula. Obyokugaga gwegwenina. Oh, baby, come to the party. Don't be no fool now. So what you want, I can be anything that you want. I can be your come get out. Don't go crazy. Zuno. Navako, kubatamani baby Navako, only kumutwe baby Navako, kubatamani baby Navako. Oh baby pamagezi, oh baby pamagezi, oh baby pamagezi kolenja. My baby tell me, oh baby tell me, oh baby tell me kozenja. Oni misobula mubini kutu ebigade bisule biganyu wambalo bubumu kukubatatu emabego kusoka ngazita olinga kwe batumanga mawe mangamba. So just 20 seconds, I hope it's okay. This person was stigmatized right from home. I told you there's so many causes of depression. This person was left because of his passion for music. And of course he picked a few habits here and there. So his family let go of him. To a point he decided he was going to start his own clan. Yes, that's as bad as that's as bitter as he was. Because they didn't want anything to do with him. I will say this, he's talented in his own way. I am not the richest person. I am not the best vocalist or the person with the best connections, no. But I am amidst all of you here. And the fact that you accept me, I was stigmatized. I believe you can give this gentleman a chance. You tell me what you think of him. Can we try that? Yeah! Can we try? Thank you so much for welcoming. Hard Rock Live, ladies and gentlemen. The song is Nava.
They call me a ghetto leader. Amagezi jegampa like agali mu drugs ebintu ebisobola kubeera kuvaamu ngaina mpolampola nga mbiwuliriza right now kisanyusa nnyo nange okulabanga isinkanya abantu abali cooperating amwe. I never knew that I can also stand here. Amanya negozi bakita Hard Rock Live era ku social media platforms zange zonna because Hard Rock Live Nze natukako nange kuyimirirako ku TV ne basijjako interviews, radios because of Jackie. Siye muyimbi ajawo kino alina nnyo naye yagamba kino wadde kituufu abasinga bakuganye bakwogerako bingi naye I know one day one time you will change. Era nange wenyimirirako wano nefuna chance era mpulira essanyu ly'amaanyi nga munkubirako mu ngalo omulyambere bakyali bange bennyini era abankyukako nga baagala kumpa obutwa nga balaba Jackie kati waba aze ku studio asobola kubeera nga ayogera nange ampaako advice nze nali nga n'akakuwala kano komuwulya kino nkwakyo okaluma nali nze nkaluma okuva ssaawa 9 paka oluusi obudde bukya naye nga ngamba nze at least njakaluma ijwe enjaga tirwengenda kufiira nga amanyi kino teri muntu asobola kunjagala nze mu nsi naye yampa chance n'agamba you can also make it era wentunula nga muli wano musanyu ngamba nzaani eyanziza
Watomanyi pegi na pako.
If I did it, ladies and gentlemen, he can do it. I'm looking at tables that have water anyway. Rehabs and stuff like that. Sometimes I believe it's not necessary to spend money taking a person to rehab because what rehab does, I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just being very real here. What rehab does is just to keep you away from the supply of the substance or from the habit that you have. That's all it does. I believe what is most important is this, even if you go to a therapist, by the any of you can be a therapist as long as you choose to understand, to know the root cause, because it's about the root cause. By the time I was in rehab, there was a man who was about 71 years old, and guess what? He was addicted to sex. 71. I'm telling you the truth. It got to a point that no, he was addicted to sex, and he put a hole in his mattress. It was that bad. But you see, where that came from is they got a specific therapist for him to talk to. And when he spoke to that lady, the lady did not condemn him or point a finger and tell him what you're doing is wrong. She didn't. She actually had to sit and understand. The guy talked about all his desires, the things he thinks about, and they were not the usual things. Not the usual things. Until the therapist said, I understand, but other people will not understand. What you need to do is try to find a way to pull back to the normal. These things, let them, you can keep them somewhere, lock them somewhere, but don't expose them to other people. She tried to find them, she talked to the guy until he agreed to find a way. Okay, fine, when this starts happening, is it okay for me to ask the patron to call you? Can I talk to you? It started like that until the guy left the rehab. Before I left, and he was in a worse state than I was, trust me. He recovered before me. But every time he kept calling this counselor, and he'd say, I feel like this. And she would say, really? Okay, so you feel like this. Then he would talk, then she would ask, so have you gained anything from that feeling? And he said, no, I'm still in the same place, but I'm just thinking. Then she's like, but you're getting tired even thinking about it. You're losing breath. So don't think about it for today. She spoke to him until other things she did not disclose to us. So it's about the therapists finding out the root cause. If people had taken time to tell me that these things happen, okay, at that time, usually they say if you stay with, cohabit with the person for 6 months, you're literally married. If somebody had taken time to tell me that these things happen, I'd find out how do we deal with this? Maybe Jackie, leave this man. You're much better than this. Go. You don't have to be here. It doesn't mean because you believe is the person you love that is the one that you will love till death. No, I didn't have anybody to tell me that. So nobody even at the rehab bothered to ask where or why I enjoyed using pethidine. They did. They just took me as an addict. So it's about finding the root cause. Once you know the cause of something, you treat the cause. You don't treat what comes after the problem. No. Prevention is better than cure. Question 2, the turning point.
The day I found out that my grave was dark and I was still alive is the day I swore whoever dug my grave will go 6 feet before I do. That's the time the Lugara part of me came in. Like I just had this thing, so I am still breathing, but you wish for me to be in the soil. Is it that bad? Do you hate me that much? Do I embarrass you this much that you even dug my grave in advance? You have people to clear the area just in case, because I'm taking slightly long. That's the time I said, okay, since you guys have decided to become God, you will die before me. And that's when I said, it's not worth it. That's the time I said I'm done. I'm just done. And the day I made that statement in my mind, in my heart, is the day I slept comfortably for 7 hours straight and woke up happy. That was my turning point. Question 3, did I forgive that person? Ever since I was young, I suffered from well, I had many issues. I had a problem with forgiving. And it's something that I had to go to, I had to speak to religious leaders about. People had to pray for me for that. So if you walked by me by mistake when I was young, sometimes it still happens, and you step on me, and I feel there's so much space there, I will wait for you after class. I will not just step on you slowly, I will stamp you. Now that was me. The reason as to why it is so, I'm still struggling, I believe I've forgiven, although when I still speak of it I have pain, it's because I'm still suffering. This person was not sympathetic. Yeah. So, I believe I've forgiven the person, but I don't think it's yet a complete process because I still feel pain, because I'm still paying the price for what he did to me. But it is something, with God's help, I know soon I will overcome. It's much better now because I can talk about it. Yeah, so I believe I will completely forget about it and I won't feel the pain anymore. And the advice to people who go through something like this is your world does not begin and end with that person. That's just, there are people who get married 5 times, there are people who are dumped I don't know how many times. That's not the beginning and the end of the world. If something is not working, deep down and you feel this, I don't think this will, and you're doubting yourself, let it go. Let it go. You're still alive, you're still young, you're still beautiful. Anything can happen for you in the future. The last question is the advice and steps to overcome, or a way to come to rescue. First and foremost, if you've got anybody that is going through this, they always, even when you go to, well, sensible rehab, should I say, they always ask for the people around, the family members, to have some interaction with the therapist so that you can understand this person's situation. So for you to come to the rescue, first and foremost, don't point a finger. We don't like being told what we are doing is wrong. We don't like it. We don't. We are that stubborn. Whatever it is that we use, whatever addiction it is that we have, we don't want to know what we are doing is wrong because we know it is wrong. So don't remind us that it is wrong. So don't point a finger, number one. That's the truth. You shake it, you know, because you've never gone through it. But that's the truth. You're shaking your head, and that's the truth. We don't want to. We know it is wrong. We know what we're doing is wrong. I knew what I was doing was wrong, but I didn't want you to tell me. Because I've gone to school, I know the difference between right and wrong. So kindly don't tell. So don't ever do that to a person. Ask the person, okay, why? What can we do? What do you want us to do? Try to understand the person. That's the best rescue you can give any addict or anybody who is going through anything. What do we do? You've lost your job. Okay, what do we do? Maybe I have a few friends I can contact. Why don't we try this, try that? other avenue to find a solution, because the moment we find out that you care to find a solution for us, then we shall give you attention. Then we shall listen. That's how it is. Thank you.
Jackie, Jebariko.
Kale nawe Jebariko.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
By the way, kuliko mwaka.
Twakuyitamu.
Gwakuyisa gutya?
It was the ups and downs naye start afa nga bw'obimanyi.
Gwakuyisamu eggaali oba gwe waguyisamu eggaali?
Yampisamuko ku ggaali naye nange ne njiraga Kampala Kikyeri.
Talking about this invite gye tuliko olwaleero ya Rotary Club of Muyenga, abantu babuulireko what is the purpose of this invite era omulamwa mubadde musinziira ku ki?
Twali twogera ku mental health, basically unmasking mental health, abantu okutegeera mental health kikyetegeeza, abantu okutegeera the repercussions that come out ng'omuntu alina ekizibu ne mental health ye. Mental health basically talks about the psychological and the physical way for a person to be able to cope with their day-to-day stress. How do you go through your day? Decisions ozikola otya? So bye tubadde twogerako olunaku lwaleero naye nga basically yabadde ku experience eyange.
Omuntu atulaba yandibadde abuuza mental health eno kyeki era biki ebyo ebigireeta, kuba bangi bali eyo nga tebamanyi ensonga lwaki those things happen to them.
Bintu bingi nnyo ebireeta obuzibu mu mental health y'omuntu, okukyusa embeera y'omuntu, omuntu n'abanga takyasobola kukola ebintu bye bulungi oba okukola Luganda luntawaana, to make decisions properly. Bibeera bintu wabeerayo environment kwegamba oyinza okuba for example ng'oli mu kafo nga akafo we kali kwegamba abali around kwegamba bakoowu kati gwe naawe wooli nekikutuuka nekikuyingira nti kati I can't make it in life, no kwegamba you get depressed over that. Then also oyinza okuba nga wali olina ebiragalalagala bye wali okozesa, ekyo nakyo gyekiri nekikuleetera obuzibu n'oyingira mu depression ate ebintu ne bitambula bubi ne bikuyisa bubi ne bikuleetera ebizibu n'ofuuka depressed and you get a mental health problem. So bibeera bintu bingi, oyinza okuba nga kwegamba ogenze ku mulimu oba ne bakugobayo ku mulimu, something like that. Bibeera bingi nnyo. It's not just about drug addiction, bintu bingi nnyo that come with this. Yeah.
Abantu bangi abavubuka n'ababakuliridde mu myaka babatolinga nnyo ne drug abuse. Bubaka ki bw'oyinza okubawa abakyalimu eyo embeera nga alwanye naye nga bambi kikyagaanye, bubaka ki bw'oyinza okubawa?
Ekisooka first and foremost, buli kimu balina okukikwasa Mukama, kubanga teri kintu ekiri possible ekisoboka ku nsi kuno nga totadde mu Mukama. Mukama yekka yasobola okukutaasa mu kintu nga kino, because si kyangu. Olaba, this is a spiritual war. Ekintu kya mental health is a very, very spiritual war. That's the reason as to why, like on the other side, oyinza okuwulira story ng'evudde omuntu n'agamba ono yaloga ono n'agwa eddalu. It's very spiritual. Anything that is concerning mental health is very spiritual. Kati first and foremost, olina obikwasa Mukama, and you have to believe. Faith yo erina okuba nga eri intact for you to be able to pull through this, because with God all things are possible. But with the rest of the things, gwe kennyini gwalina okutuula neweerowooza ne weebuulirira, kuba buli bw'obanga oli mu kifo nga buli omu akwetoolodde nga akiraba nti ky'oli mu kukola si kirungi, manya nti there's a problem. Kyekintu ky'olina okumanya. Kati gwe wooli mu state eyo gy'olimu tosobola kukikkiriza, tosobola, like, you will not accept it. But if everybody around you is telling you ky'oli mu kukola si kirungi, take time and think about it. Goyinza okuba nga okitutte nti what you're doing is right, but take time and think about it. Why is everyone finding a problem but nze sifuna kizibu n'ekyendi mu kukola? Maybe ekyo nakyo gyekiri.
Okutuuka wano okuyimira mu maaso g'abantu obabuulira kijja Chandiru kyayiseemu ebbanga lyonna nga osanga bannamawulire bawandiika ebitali bituufu, otuuka n'okunnyonnyola mu public ne balaba kifaananyi kirala. How would you feel?
Kyali kinnuma nnyo naye kati what comes to my head is oswadde saagala nankulimba, because that's the truth. Nze bambikira okubikka bambi binundi oba ena oba etaano nga buli bwenfuluma mu rehab nti nfudde nti RIP we loved your music because ebitanga video nno gyeziri nga bakuba bifaananyi byange ku slides gwe bati nga ngamba naye you already tired of me nga sina are you serious kati nze kyali of course byali binnuma ate nga waliwo okufuluma nga mutame onjaga simanyi oyo enjaga emutiriddeko ku mutwe takyategeera addiction is not it's not about njaga abantu bakozesa ebintu mu Kampala you'll be nze nabadde na surprise bwe nagenda mu rehab nensanga abantu nga obuuza kati gwokozesa ki ekyakuleese nayogera ekino nga kati nga temanyi nayange kati nze olanze ekintu kyenakozesa ekyandeetera obuzibu kyekyatta Michael Jackson it's what killed Michael Jackson okitegeera kyova olaba nze sookuyimira wano neŋŋamba nzaani kati bali abali banjogerera muswadde
ekozesa ebiragalagala bino birina engeri gye byateekako career yo down oba okuteeka wansi gwe ng'omuyimbi
yes definitely because time eyo nga sikyayagala kubeera ku stage saagala genda mu studio kuyiiya bintu kwegamba nze nga just ndi byange kyekyali that's what was happening to me at that time so definitely yes it put me back so much nga ne interest mu music sigirina
kyakutwalira bbanga ki okudda engulu n'oyimirira ku bigere ebyo n'ogamba nedda kati nze Jackie kino kye kirungi mu bulamu bwange how long did it take you
it was about the whole time it was about it took me 7 years myaka nga 7
within that moment tewalinaako mikwano oba people around you let's say the blue threes mwalinga basatu by the time it happened wali okyali nabo already mwali mu separated what was their purpose in your life during that moment
bonna saagala nakulimba baagezaako naye nga the same way I explained to you bw'obeerawo ng'omanyi gwe kyokola you're on the right track kyekituufu kati baagezaako naye nange nembeegobako I didn't want them around me because bonna bali banga they were telling me nti kyoli mu kukola si kirungi yes kati I pushed them away ne bagezaako nabo ne bakowa ne batuuka point ne bagamba manyi kati kyetusigazza okukola katukusabire
away from this blue threes twawulidde nti yakomyewo you've come back together tusuubireyo ekipya like collabo oba tusuubireyo ennyimba empya ezigenda obbavaamu
standard procedure amaloboozi weegali ffenna weetuli so tewali buzibu gwe just mwesibe ebbiri byota hot as always balegendary bwe batyo
mwalina ekivvulu ku lunaku lwe lumu n'ekifo kyekimu n'omuyimbi Ronald Mayinja ne mukijjayo mwatya buti ne mukijjayo what happened
bakyala basatu 3 women to fear nedda tetutya we don't fear you know there's just the way in which we were brought up it's called
nsonga lwaki abantu mubabuulire nsonga lwaki
out of respect that is it oli kati olaba tuli balegendary oli ye oli kati taata waffe
abantu badde batandisa okubisana nga bagamba mwatiddemu
anti kyewolaba ebintu bya media social media nebikoze bitya bwe mutyo mwogera byammwe so we did it out of respect because what's the use of having to compete against a person who literally ayakukolera ekkubo mu music what is the use oba tomulaze respect
nga mu separate nze waliwo ebyabawula byetagenda kuddamu naye tusuubire should we expect nti bino ebintu tebigenda kuddamu bikomewo ate nga tumaze okubanyumira ate era mumale mugambe nedda kati separating tusuubireyo long relationship kuno teri ku breaking up
ebizibu bye tulina kati nti kati wali ayagala otubbako okubba ttaka ya Sindi kati Sindi nambuuza kati lawyer wo sooka omuleete wano kati waliwo ayagala okukola kintu ku kintu ebiri byali bya kisiru naawe kati bye tulimu kati no we are grown women
agize mu Rotary katukusuubire nti nno ogenda kwegatta ku Rotary oba naawe obeere Rotary yani essaawa yonna ebbanga lyonna
Rotaries me I am Rotary kwegamba I'm very grateful for the Rotarians in Uganda ndi very grateful because bafuuka abantu they are now my people and they made me them because they always want me to speak about my story because it's not even just about the youth it's not about byenjogerako bikwata ku bantu bangi it's not just about
Kenya gye baakutwala bakusanyukira nnyo ate okusinga ewaka eno ng'abantu bakuba misumaali bakwogerako bibi bakusindikiza ng'oli kumpi nakwetta naye ate nodda eri n'ofuna essanyu. Buli muntu kaŋŋambe nti nno bw'afuna embeera bw'etyo eya mental health oba okutawaanyizibwamu mu bwongo, omuntu oba osooka kwesonyiwako gwanga oba noweetwalako wabweru n'osooka weesonyiwa environment gy'olimu olowooza nayo solution?
Solution yali solution on my part, because the difference between me, for example, n'abalala abali mu kuyita mu kintu kye nayitamu is me, I'm slightly more famous than them. Kati bannayuganda temwampa chance kuwona, okitegeera, mwali just munkuba misumaali, mulaba omuntu bannayuganda muli people are like that. You see somebody wabanga ali eyo waggulu, any small mistake emu gy'akola, you want to put the person down. You don't even know omuntu kyayisemu okutuuka wa awo gyali gy'omulabidde, you don't know. Kati emisumaali gyafuuka misumaali, nga ne bwe mba nga nfulumye mu rehab, like I would find the stories that have been written about me in the media, nga neebuuza kati ono, who is this one, ono ani? Nga buli omu, everybody thought they knew what was going on with me. That's what everybody thought they knew. So it was crazy. There's some strange thing about Ugandans and a lot about very many Africans. That's the reason as to why it is going to be fairly difficult for Africans to develop properly, because they take pleasure in seeing another person falling down, which is a sichitegeera. When I there were people abasanyuka eri abantu abafuna ne likes nga just boogera just lies about me, nga just banoonya likes na mawulide. Kati no kankule ku Jackie Chandiru ebibye bibi, wo this, and they were all lies. So
Jackie, guneno mwaka tusuubireyo concert ng'ojjeko kubeera ng'olina ba Blue Thieves, tukusuubireyo ekivulo eky'amaanyi kuba abayimbi balaba bonna bawanise, tukusuubireyo.
Kyolina okumanya obulamu nkyalina. That's number one. Ekyokubiri statafa.
Tugenda kulaba ekivulu guno omwaka nga kya Jackie.
Kwata sitbe weesibe ki? Olinde weesirikire. Ekisooka kye nsobola okwogera is nothing good will ever come out of substance abuse or drug abuse. Teri kirungi ekiriva, nothing good will ever come out of drug abuse, and the consequences that you will pay for that, they are not, you know, when you destroy God's temple, because our bodies are God's temple. So when you destroy God's temple, you have to pay the price. It's the same way wokwata ejjinja n'ogikanyuga ku gundi ku nyumba eya glass yatika. That is the consequence of throwing a stone on a glass. So everything that we do, we have to pay for whatever it is. I am paying my price for destroying God's temple. But I'm glad that he left me with my life, because I was remorseful and I apologized to him. Chovola beyandeka neki n'obulamu bwange n'ampa chance ey'okubiri. Nebaza nnyo Rotary Club of Muyenga so very much, especially Madam Jane. Thank you so very much for having me here, for giving me the chance to voice my experience and everything it is that I went through, and giving me the chance to let my experience be able to touch every single person in this place today. Thank you so very much, and God bless you.
Hello. Okay, my name is past President Jane Kabale of the Rotary Club of Muyenga. Today we had a fellowship with Jackie Chandiru, who was talking about unmasking health challenges. Yeah. Yes, we thought it was worthy while to invite Jackie, because there are many people experiencing medical challenges, mental challenges, and also we are parents. Some of us have children with challenges, or schools where children have challenges. So we thought it was important for her to come and talk to us and give us the insights of her journey. Yes. No, not at all. I think that is a misconception. Rotary is a service organization. Therefore, if you have service at heart, you want to help the community, you want to help the disadvantaged, it is the right place to do. When you do it alone, it is on a small scale. But when you join Rotary and do it within Rotary, it is impactful. So we join Rotary to serve in a very impactful way. Oh, Urban TV. Okay, for the people who are watching us and watching me on Urban TV, you're very, very welcome to join Rotary. There are many benefits you receive. Just like Jackie Chandiru has been talking to us about mental health, you'll definitely benefit. It is not a very expensive community as people think. Yes, you have to pay dues, but you can pay them in installments until you finish. You have a whole year to pay the dues. And that's it. As long as you're ready to serve, you're very welcome. Thank you very much.
Jackie, your presentation was really amazing. I don't know if you remember, many years ago, I think it was Palmer Awards. I'd always liked your music so much. I'm a musician. I'm not an artist, but I'm a musician. And I used to like your music so much. Then I think on that Palmer Awards, I had to give out the awards on that day. And I felt very proud to stand on the stage with Jackie Chandiru and the rest of the group. You are amazing. What you have just told us today, it took guts. Because you opened yourself to all of us, your private life. But sometimes we go through experiences so that others can learn. And if you're willing to share with others like you did, then like you said, our person up there, he was using you for a good cause. And you said, when your voice, you still have your beautiful voice. So I commend you on behalf of the Rotarians of Myenga Club to congratulate you for having been very kind enough to share your life experience, which is certainly going to touch so many people out there. Not only the youth, but even us, the other youth. Jackie, congratulations. Thank you so much. We look forward to your further career as a Blue 3. I want to ask a question. Are you still Blue 3? Yes, we are. Ah, good. I see the blue. Congratulations.
Kale munange nawe gyebaleko. Amanya gange bampita Kenneth Mugisha, past district governor wa Rotary, ngali nkula Rotary mu Uganda ne Tanzania. Naye leero badde group yange ye Muyenge yakyeyitabya ye yayise era netegeka Jackie Chandiru okubeera guest speaker okwogera ku mbeera y'obulamu bwe bwayiseemu bwe yali addicted ku biragalalagala era Katonda n'amuyamba mu story gy'atuwadde gy'ayiseemu mwalimu n'okwagala okucommittinga suicide. Katonda n'amukwatirako n'akivaamu era kati ng'afuuse ambasada ayogera ku bulamu bwe era eyeebaza Mukama okumufuula kikyali leero kubanga byonna byonna byayitamu agamba Mukama yali amwetaaga mu nsi olw'ensonga era leero nga kyekyo ekimulese mu Club y'e Myenga okubuulira abavubuka aba road tractors be tubadde nabo ne bamembers baffe abantu ki ekibatwala okubeera addicted mu nsi nti kiva ku mbeera gye bayisiddwamu mu ngeri emu oba endala era ng'embeera eyo ebeera ne consequences eziyinza n'okuvaamu okutwala obulamu bwabwe oba n'okufa. Nze ndi memba w'e Muyenga ng'ate banonda ku International Board ya Addiction Prevention mu Rotary, nga kitegeeza nti nze ntwala Africa yonna okulaba nga tulwanyisa abaana n'abavubuka abali addicted n'abantu abakulu mu biragalalagala n'ebintu ebirala ebitwala obulamu bwabwe oba ne bifuula embeera yaabwe okubeera nga si ya bulijjo. Era nga club naffe tuva mu kulowooza kw'abakulu baffe mu Rotary, nga Rotary president atwala omwaka guno Gordon Makinale yafiirwa muganda we lwa mental health, era ng'eva mu bintu ng'ebyo Jackie Chandiru byayogeddeko. N'olwekyo Rotary yakitwala era ekitwala maaso okulaba nga tulwanyisa embeera eyo, era nga kigenda kweyongera nga tuyita mu bavubuka mu Africa yonna ne mu nsi yonna nga tubabuulira obuzibu obuli mu bidagala bye bakozesa n'engeri gye tusobola oba rehabilitatinga ne babeera abantu ababulijjo ng'abalala. Nebaza mukulu wa munange mu Bade Group Omumbeja Jane Kabale kubanga yakoze omulimu gw'amaanyi nnyo okulaba nga aleeta Jackie Chandiru omulundi ogwokubiri mu club kwa ogwasooka kyalemwa, naye nga ku luno yalaze obugumiikiriza era n'akola enteekateeka zonna okulaba nga ajja Bade Group yange ewagidde nnyo, era mulaba nga ne bammemba ba Muyenga bonna bonna contributions zaabwe zibadde z'amaanyi nnyo, naye ekisinga obukulu teri afulumye, ekitegeeza nti abantu message eno bonna ebakwatako bannarotare n'abantu bonna abagenda okuwuliriza message ya Jackie Chandiru gy'ayogedde. Must look at seriously as Rotarians. Allow me to invite PP Princess Jane Kabale to come and give a vote of thanks to our guest speaker this evening, Jackie Chandiru. Fellow Rotarians, as we conclude